Okay, well, here's the next scope that was part of my auction score, and this is one that I really wanted. This was an Infinium. It was, still is. It's 1.5 gigahertz scope, 8 gigasamples per second, but apparently it won't boot. So we're going to have a chance to fix that. Now these things, as you can see, are based off just a standard PC motherboard, effectively. So yeah, it's telling me that it's got a boot failure. So let's turn that off. Let's take a little look in the bag and see what we ended up with here. Okay, well, calibration certificate. Oh, nice. PS2 mouse. These things can be used with a mouse and a keyboard. This is actually the proper HP mouse, so I wonder why I ended up with two of those. Looks like a set of tips for a probe. Oh, a set of the original manuals. Oh, actually just the programmer's reference. Oh, but there's actually software on here. Huh, I wonder what this is. Maybe it's a boot disk that could come in handy. What else do we have in here? We have, oh, this is the original little mini keyboard that came with it. And then there are a few little bits and pieces just hanging around. Looks like a probe tip, a little tool for, hopefully you can see it's a probe tip, a little tool for adjusting the probes, but no actual probes, so that's no great problem, because I was going to use it mostly in a non-probe way. So let's see if I can put this stuff back into the container, and let's see if we can take it apart. Just before we take it off, I've got all the screws out of it now. You know, I've got cowboy stickers. I've got all the cowboy sticker gunk over my hand. These things, as I was saying, were just a standard PC. So you know, you've got COM ports, your parallel port. This is a card for the mouse, VGA card, a GPIB thing, keyboard input output, and little Ethernet card here. You can tell this is old school because this has got the 10 base T connector still on it. So that's quite an old card. You know, it's 10 megahertz sort of card. But what it means is I can connect the whole things up to my home network. Anyway, let's pop the cover and have a look inside. Okay, so this is the main acquisition board. You can see we have the channel front ends, and they're coming into some custom ASICs that will do the AD conversion and so on. I believe there's a blog on fixing one of these or something similar to this on the Signal Path. There's a video series on it, so I'll go check that and have a look and link it in the description. But anyway, we can see coming out of here, you can see the custom, the hard lines taking the signal into the AD converters, and the custom ASICs that are here and all have heat sinks on them, so they must generate a ton of power there. A couple of big fans. Let's turn the unit around. And here you can see, let me get in there. There you can see the basically the PC motherboard and our PC cards. And then here's the thing that's going to be dead. This is the hard drive up here. So let's, what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go take this hard drive out, and I have another hard drive, and we're just going to do a little swap and see how that goes. Okay, well, we're going to try and boot this now. I have the keyboard connected, so let's turn this guy on. I'll hit delete, we'll go into setup. Oh, okay, it's been a while since I've used one of these things. Let's this tab change, yeah. Okay, so we have, it's telling me that I've got a primary slave on there, so I should really have a primary master. So let me just go back and have a look at the disk and see what the story is. Okay, so I had a look at the drive, and it had a little jumper on it that I didn't notice, and so it was in fact configured as device 1 on the primary channel. So I took the jumper off, and I don't actually know where it went. It fell somewhere, but hopefully not anywhere important in the machine. Okay, let's go and detect the IDE. And there we go. Okay, so we've detected as primary master. So save changes and exit. Now it shouldn't boot because I don't think there's anything on the drive. Yeah. So I happen to have a little Win8 boot disk, so let's drop that in, and let's see if we boot. Certainly looks like it's booting. Okay, so we want to start without CD-ROM support. And then I think I have F-disk on here. Sure. Oh, okay. So apparently that drive had NTFS on it. Anyway, let's have a look at the... So yeah, we're seeing the partition, so we should be good to go on this and try to reinstall the OS. So let me go get that ready. Okay, so we have the backpack drive set up, and it's a parallel drive. Now HP have a floppy, boot floppy, but they didn't do an image of it. What they did instead was they just gave you the raw files. So I had copied that Win98 boot floppy that I have, and then copied those boot files onto it. So let's put this in here. Let's turn this on, and let's see what happens. This is the CD of the system. So let's drop that in there. So it looks like we're booting, and I got the HP mouse. I think I know why it didn't have I'd had the other mouse in there is that somebody had clamped down on the thing. So I think we should all be working. So let's do a DIR. So there was so it's CD-ROM UPG. Alright, let's add mouse. Okay, now CD-ROM UPG. And now that I'm running this, I'm starting to consider that maybe the CD-ROM didn't load. Yeah, let's get out of there. Alright, so the manual was no help whatsoever. It basically says to get this disk and then run the install. Clearly, as you saw, the upgrade didn't work. So there is a ghost software on here. So let me run that and see if that will go and okay, so I think it is going and creating the drive. So let's let that run, and then we'll come back and see how it goes. Okay, so looks like we completed successfully, so let's eject the disk. Let's reset the computer, see what it does. Okay, it's rebooting. It's checking its RAM. Found the boot record, starting Win98. I think might have an Infinium scope. Ooh. Oh man, how I missed Windows 98. Let's get my signal generator ready, because we'll give it a 1 gigahertz try. Okay, it seems to be moving. Okay. could not read its probe calibration data, which is probably because the batteries have run out on it, I would imagine. Let's auto scale. There we go. That's 100 megabits. It's 100 megahertz. Let's go to 500 megahertz. Oop. 0 dB. Let's go to 500 megahertz. That's nice. We can auto scale again. Okay, it's 500 megahertz. Let's go to 1000 megahertz.